Right now, the world's going mad for electric cars. They're quiet, they're nippy, and they make you feel like you're saving the planet, one traffic light at a time. With every smooth acceleration and every silent glide through the streets, there's a sense of futuristic charm. But let's face it, batteries are so last year. They take ages to charge, and good luck finding a charging point when you need one. The infrastructure just isn't there yet, and the wait times can be frustrating. The future of motoring is about to get a whole lot lighter and a whole lot faster at the pump thanks to hydrogen. Imagine pulling up to a station and refueling in just minutes, not hours. Hydrogen cars are the real deal. They use a clever bit of kit called a fuel cell to turn hydrogen gas and oxygen into electricity. This process is not only efficient but also incredibly clean. And the best part? The only thing that comes out of the exhaust pipe is water. That's right, pure H2O. No more harmful emissions, just clean, refreshing water vapor. No nasty emissions, no guilt trips about your carbon footprint, just the open road and the sweet smell of fresh air. It's a breath of fresh air, quite literally, for our planet. This isn't some pie-in-the-sky dream either. Companies like Toyota are taking this seriously, and they're pouring some serious cash into making hydrogen happen. They're investing in research, development, and infrastructure. We're talking about a revolution in the way we drive, a seismic shift away from fossil fuels and towards a cleaner, greener future. This is more than just a trend, it's a movement towards sustainability. Buckle up, because the hydrogen highway is about to get a whole lot more interesting. The journey ahead promises innovation, excitement, and a commitment to a better world. Let's be honest, the biggest pain in the backside with electric cars is the charging. You spend longer plugged into a wall than you do actually driving the bloody thing. But Toyota's come up with a solution so simple, so genius, that it makes you wonder why nobody thought of it before. It's all about cartridges. Remember those chunky torch batteries your dad used to have? Well, Toyota's gone and made hydrogen cartridges that look a bit like that, only these bad boys power your car. They're easy to swap out, just like at a petrol station, and you're back on the road in minutes, not hours. No more range anxiety, no more planning your life around charging points. Just pure, unadulterated driving freedom. It's a game changer, pure and simple. And it's proof that Toyota's not just talking the talk when it comes to hydrogen. They're walking the walk, and then some. When it comes to building brilliant cars, the Germans know a thing or two. And when it comes to pushing the boundaries of technology, well, the Japanese are in a league of their own. So when BMW and Toyota decided to team up and build a hydrogen car together, the whole world sat up and took notice. This isn't just about sharing a bit of tech either. This is a full-blown joint venture, a meeting of minds between two automotive giants. They're putting their heads together to develop the engines, the transmissions, the whole shebang, and the result? Well, let's just say that 2028 can't come soon enough. This is a match made in heaven, a partnership that has the potential to reshape the automotive landscape as we know it. With BMW's engineering prowess and Toyota's hydrogen know-how, the future of driving is looking very, very bright indeed. Toyota's not some Johnny-come-lately to the hydrogen party. Oh no, these guys have been beavering away at this for over 30 years. They've got more patents than you've had hot dinners, and they've learned a thing or two about making hydrogen work in the real world. They've already got the Mirai on the road, a hydrogen car that's turning heads and changing minds, but they're not stopping there. They're busy working on the next generation of fuel cells, ones that'll go further, last longer, and cost less to make. Toyota's not just betting on cars either. They're developing hydrogen trucks, buses, even entire energy systems. They see a future where hydrogen powers our homes, our businesses, and our lives. And frankly, after 30 years of research and development, they're the ones to make it happen. Section 5, Beyond Toyota, the Global Hydrogen Revolution. Toyota might be leading the charge, but they're not the only ones who see the potential of hydrogen. All over the world, companies and governments are waking up to the fact that this is the future of clean energy. We're talking about massive investments in research, in infrastructure, in the whole hydrogen ecosystem. From the United States to Japan, from Europe to China, the race is on to unlock the power of hydrogen. This isn't just some hippy-dippy dream either. This is about energy security, economic growth, and a cleaner planet for everyone. The hydrogen revolution is coming, and it's going to change the world as we know it. Section 6, Electrolysis and Storage, Unlocking Hydrogen's Potential. One of the biggest challenges with hydrogen is figuring out how to make this stuff in the first place. Unlike fossil fuels, hydrogen isn't something you can just dig out of the ground. It has to be produced. And that production process is where the real challenge lies. You can't just dig it up like oil, you've got to extract it from other sources. This often involves complex chemical processes that can be both energy-intensive and costly. And that's where electrolysis comes in. Electrolysis is a method that uses electricity to split water into hydrogen and oxygen. Electrolysis is basically a fancy way of saying splitting water. By passing an electrical current through water, we can separate it into its basic components, hydrogen and oxygen. You pass an electrical current through water, and hey presto, you get hydrogen and oxygen. This process, while simple in theory, requires a lot of energy, which can make it expensive. The trick is to do it efficiently and cheaply, and that's where things are getting really interesting. Researchers are constantly looking for ways to improve the efficiency of electrolysis. Scientists are working on new ways to make electrolysis more efficient, using everything from sunlight to super-efficient catalysts. These innovations could significantly reduce the cost of hydrogen production, and they're making real progress. Recent advancements have shown promising results, with some methods achieving higher efficiency rates than ever before. We're on the cusp of a breakthrough that could make hydrogen production cheaper and more sustainable than ever before. This could revolutionize the energy sector and pave the way for a cleaner future. But it's not just about making hydrogen, it's about storing it safely and efficiently. Hydrogen, being a very light and volatile gas, poses unique storage challenges. And again, there are some brilliant minds working on this, developing new materials and technologies that can hold vast amounts of hydrogen in a compact and safe way. These innovations in storage are crucial for the widespread adoption of hydrogen as a clean energy source. Section 7. The Infrastructure Challenge, Paving the Way for Hydrogen. Let's face it, you can have the best car in the world, but if you can't fill it up, it's about as much use as a chocolate teapot. This is a reality that many potential hydrogen car owners face today. And that's the biggest challenge facing hydrogen right now: infrastructure. Without a robust network of fueling stations, hydrogen cars remain impractical for everyday use. We need hydrogen fueling stations, and we need a lot of them. These stations must be as common as traditional gas stations to make hydrogen a viable alternative. We need them in cities, in towns, and along motorways. This widespread availability is crucial for the adoption of hydrogen vehicles. Without them, hydrogen cars are going to be about as common as rocking horse droppings. The lack of infrastructure is a significant barrier to the growth of the hydrogen economy. Thankfully, governments and businesses are waking up to this challenge. They are beginning to understand the importance of investing in hydrogen infrastructure. They're starting to invest in the infrastructure we need, recognizing that this is a critical step towards a sustainable future. Building new hydrogen fueling stations, which will serve as the backbone of the hydrogen economy, and expanding the existing network. This expansion is essential to meet the growing demand for hydrogen fuel. This is where things get tricky, because building a hydrogen infrastructure from scratch is no mean feat. It involves overcoming numerous technical and logistical challenges. Because building a hydrogen infrastructure from scratch is no mean feat. It requires careful planning, advanced technology, and skilled labor. It's going to take time, money, and a lot of political will. But the alternative, sticking with fossil fuels and watching the planet cook, is simply not an option. The environmental consequences are too severe. It's simply not an option. We must act now to pave the way for a hydrogen-powered future. Section 8. Environmental Concerns, Separating Hype from Hydrogen Reality. Now some folks will tell you that hydrogen is a load of old cobblers. They'll say it's too expensive, too dangerous, too difficult to produce. And to be fair, they're not entirely wrong. There are challenges, there are hurdles to overcome. But let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, eh? Yes, producing hydrogen can be energy intensive. Yes, transporting and storing it can be tricky. But guess what? So was drilling for oil and shipping it around the world. Every new technology has its teething problems, its naysayers, and its doubters. But that's how progress is made, by tackling those challenges head on. The truth is that hydrogen has the potential to be a game changer for the environment. It's a clean, renewable energy source that can power our cars, our homes, and our industries without pumping harmful emissions into the atmosphere. And that's something worth striving for, wouldn't you say? Section 9. Hydrogen's Promise, a sustainable drive into the future. The future of transportation isn't about electric dreams, it's about hydrogen hopes. It's about a world where we can drive without guilt, where the air is clean, and the only thing coming out of our exhaust pipes is water vapor. It's a future that Toyota, BMW, and countless other companies are working tirelessly to create. A future where hydrogen fuels our cars, our homes, and our lives. It's a future that's within our grasp, if we have the courage to reach for it. The road to a hydrogen-powered future won't be easy. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks. But the rewards, a cleaner planet and a more sustainable future, are simply too great to ignore. So buckle up, because the hydrogen revolution is just getting started. And trust me, you don't want to miss this ride.